Thanks everyone for coming back for another segment of the MCR. I have Mac in his pretty red shirt to my left. My name is TJ. Please like, share, and subscribe. We're on multiple platforms. Aside from YouTube, we're on BitChute, YouTube, and Rumble. So help us out on all the platforms if you could, and whatever platform you might be watching us. Thanks everybody. Some weeks ago, Mac did a solo, and he went on his typical Mac rant, in which he gave examples of thank a Democrat, and
that's my new mantra.
Thank a Democrat, and as quite often between segments, Mac and I will converse by phone or whatever, and I said, well, others deserve credit too. I mean, not just the Democrats deserve some thanks, and what I mean is, the RINOs, these RINOs that we so despise, they deserve some of the credit too. We can't leave them out of the equation. And just recently, we've had some mind-boggling activity of pure, unadulterated RINOs. So yeah, we can thank Democrats, but the veneer really got pulled back with the Ketanji Jackson Brown nomination hearing. It really exposed a few things. Not only can we thank Democrats, but we can thank RINOs too.
Well, they're birds of a feather for sure.
Yeah. And here's a real quick thought for everyone who thought Manchin was such a good Democrat. I wish them people in West Virginia would come to their senses. Not that people in Michigan should be coming to their senses too.
Yeah.
But this idea of Manchin's going to be a good Democrat. Wrong on that. He's going to vote to nominate Ketanji Jackson.
Well, I think it's throwing his party a bone.
Well,
he probably figures she's getting because of the RINOs you're talking about, Collins, Murkowski, and Romney, and Sass. So there's four votes. And I got a theory here. That's why Manchin's going to throw the Democrats a bone and vote for her. I believe Susan Collins is taking Lisa Murkowski off the hook by voting yes, or voting to confirm her, while Murkowski can then vote no and look good to the people of Alaska, like she stood up against something.
And that's Mac's theory, which his theory leads to my theory, by the way. And like I was saying, Mac and I'll be talking on the phone, and we were kind of talking about this a few days ago. And then it dawned on me. I says, hey, wait a minute. Didn't Murkowski win re-election as a write-in? And I after the phone call, I did some research, and sure enough, in 2010, she was primaried out by a Tea Party candidate. So she lost the Republican primary to a Tea Party. And then she says, well, by law, she can still compete in the election. And so, her campaign was write me in. Well, when you think in terms of any given election, it's, you're voting for the lesser of two evils. Who knows how many Republican votes she peeled away from the Tea Party guy. But, I'm sure a whole lot of Democrats were saying, well, the Democrat guy is not going to win. She's going to be better than this Tea Party guy. So I think...
Do you know who that was? Do you have the name of that person?
No, I don't.
We'll post it.
No, I don't. But if you look up the 2010 election in Alaska, it's a Tea Party guy, okay? And I did enough research to see that he was a guy. He was in the Tea Party, and so she won re-election, and this is why Murkowski thinks she's so untouchable. I keep And it wasn't until we had that phone call that I was reminded about her write-in victory.
Yeah, I may. That's been so long ago. I may have. It's 12 years ago.
I kept thinking, why does this Murkowski feel she can just do as she sees fit? Well, you know what? She got away with it in 2010 for
well,
sure.
She gets bullied.
You know?
I mean, we've all seen the picture of Dianne Feinstein pinned her against the wall in a very intimidating fashion, I would tell you.
Yeah, I remember that.
I think she's afraid of her own shadow.
Yeah. Wasn't that over, I want to say, the Kavanaugh hearing?
It was.
Yeah. So a lot comes to light when you have these Supreme Court nomination hearings.
Yeah.
And you got Republican Senator Marsha Blackburn, and she asks Ketanji Brown, when does life begin? Well, Ketanji Jackson Brown can't give an answer when life begins.
Well, she's not a biologist.
That's
been established.
Then she asks to define a woman, and she goes, I can't. And Marsha Blackburn goes, you can't. Well, I'm not a biologist.
Yeah.
And then you have, and this is where we come to thank a RINO. Thank a RINO. Susan Collins meets with her privately, and after the meeting, she's so impressed with.
Well, she did the same thing with Kavanaugh, and then she made this elaborate speech. It's all about her in her mind. She loves to be the deciding vote. That everyone, the chin rubber, Murkowski or Collins. She's such a
RINO.
She's such an intellectual.
And then if that wasn't bad enough, Romney's going to take issue at the harsh questions of Ketanji Jackson Brown. And what were those harsh questions? When does life begin? Man, when are those people in Utah? When are those people going to come to their senses with this guy?
Yeah, he's the right religion. I'll just say that for the people in Utah.
But Susan Collins thinks she's the greatest thing since toilet paper, and Romney's he's upset at the treatment of.
I wonder, was he upset with the treatment of Brett Kavanaugh? Because maybe he was. But I don't ever remember reading that. Where's the defense there? This guy continually. I wish he would leave the Republican Party. I just wish he would leave, along with Collins and Murkowski. If you're going to be a Democrat, at least be honest and be a Democrat.
Yeah.
But shame on you. You were talking about thank a RINO. We could do another segment on thank a dumbass. The people of Utah, dumbasses. People in wherever Susan Collins, dumbasses. Thank a dumbass.
Well, like I said, there's a lot of thanking to be going around here. Not just the Democrats. I just, and I was thinking, thank a Democrat, like you were saying. We'll say close to a month ago. We can't leave the RINOs out of the thanks being given to them.
Well, I've got a family member who I would classify as a dumbass in this regard, at least, who voted for Biden because he bought into the lie that the Democrats were going to protect his pension. Okay, I get he wants to protect his pension. Who wouldn't? But now they're talking about basically taking your pension.
Well, in any event, as I like to say. I just felt that these RINOs deserve some thanks too.
Oh yeah, there's no question about that.
And something else too, which I just remembered. It came to light how Ketanji Jackson Brown was given criminals light sentences and
pedophiles, no less.
I was just getting ready to say the criminal activity of such was, well, not very good.
You got the teachers. And
then you think Susan Collins. Oh, she's such a fine person. And then you got Romney taking issue with the harsh questioning of this person.
Well, here's what I'd like to ask Mitt Romney, and maybe I'll write him and ask this. Of course, I won't get a reply. But what questions would he ask? What's your favorite color? What do you do on the weekends? What's your favorite book? And those are questions Mitt Romney. Mitt Romney, in that statement, proves he is not fit to be a United States
Senator. You know what I would have
Senator.
been tempted to do? Because I was thinking about this. If I had been Marsha Blackburn, and she doesn't want to answer when life begins, and she don't want to define what a woman is, I might have said, "What's this? Can you tell me what this is? Can you at least answer this question?"
Because you're not an engineer, so you probably can't tell me what this is.
Can you at least tell me what this is? And then Romney would probably for sure take issue, But
yeah.
Anyways, I had to get that off my chest.
Yeah,
All right?
well, as you said, there are plenty of things to go around.
So
That's for damn sure.
That's all I got. As I was watching the hearings unfold, and going back to, you were thanking a Democrat for this and that, and as I'm watching the hearings, I just thank a RINO, man.
And the Never Trumpers, they're in there too.
Yep.
We didn't touch on them, but they're in there too.
Yep. So that's all I got. And any
Good.
final thoughts?
Nope, good.
Okay, that's a wrap for this one. Thanks for watching, everybody. Please support us on all the platforms, and we'll catch you in the next segment. As always, be safe, watch your six, and don't tread on me.